He already goes to cut Cirrus' neck and asks him one more time, "Explain, why do you know this? What's your relationship with her?" The cuck friends hold him back. "Calm down, Captain. You can't kill anyone in the city or you'll be arrested." Then hits his chest shouting, "I won't allow you to tarnish my integrity like this. I'll show you the result of my training. My intuition helps me with any gender, so I know this about you guys. The one on the right isn't wearing anything, you're wearing pink, and the two on the left are a couple." One of the cuck's friends looks at the captain and says, "Captain, I think we should kill this guy anyway. That's the best logical mature decision." But on the other side, the guy says, "Captain, you can't kill him. If they find out it was you, you're screwed." That's when they got an idea. "Let's put him in the bait group that goes in front. He's gonna die anyway." Back to the dungeon, Cirrus is thinking, "Why did I meet the subjugation team again?" Cuck 2.0 says, "Siri, you come here now as the expedition captain. I order you to come." Cirrus knows what the guy's intention. He wants to see where Cirrus dies to know where the trap is. But the blonde guy tells Cirrus not to move and says, "Captain, we can just go back the same way he came. It's easier for everyone and no one will risk its life." "But do you think the villain's gonna do something smart?" He says no, they've already lost too many friends to get here. They're gonna move forward. What is the logic? None. And that's what the blonde guy thought. But the captain says they don't have to worry. Cirrus' intuition is so good that he's not going to die unless he disobeys the orders. The system tells Cirrus the safe route, and just to provoke the captain, our guy makes a stupid face and then goes in their direction. The blonde girl holds his hand and tells him not to go. She knows something's wrong with this path. It's better they look for another direction than to him just dying meaningless. But Cirrus says that is the captain's orders, so he has to go. He takes the first step and everybody's impressed that he's really coming. How does he have all this courage? This rank F is out of his mind. But the system is telling him about all the safe spots. Go forward 3 spaces and then turn to the left. Without hesitation, Cirrus just goes the guys. Everyone thinks that he's the luckiest guy alive. And Cirrus keeps going smoothly, turns left, takes 2 steps, turns right. He's already getting there. Does a little jump. The guys don't understand what he's doing. How can he be so bold and so reckless? Cirrus almost lost his balance, scaring everyone. The boss, his captain, is looking, thinking why he hasn't activated any mechanism. The system says it's just 5 more steps. And Cirrus is 100% confident that he's not going to die. The captain is just looking at him incredulously. He passes by the dead body and finally reaches the team. Everyone is thinking that he really has the best possible intuition, and that's why he survived and also knew the color of the captain wife's panties. Cirrus then says, "This is the result of my training. I'm innocent." The captain instantly puts the blade on his neck. He can't believe it's all based on intuition. This little guy is lucky, but sooner or later his luck will have to run out. Then tells him to go ahead. Cirrus is leading smoothly until he sees a mushroom there. The system warns that that mushroom increases physical strength but causes diarrhea. He remembers the monster girl in his pocket, right? Is she hungry? Gonna give her these mushrooms here. Or maybe he's going to eat cause he's already drooling, wanting to take a bite. Suddenly the captain asks what he's doing, and he says that he's just getting some mushrooms there. The captain snatches it from his hand, instantly eats and says, "Everything in this dungeon belongs to the crusade team. You can't take anything without permission." While he hits Cirrus' chest, our boy tells him, "Alright, Captain, I'll follow your orders." He knows that soon the captain will have a bad time in this dungeon. The blonde guy says to Bella, "I'm sorry, I didn't know you were put in that group." At least she's being healed there. She says she joined this group voluntarily. The guy asks, "Why?" She just looks at Cirrus. While he's there, telling the guy that that door there will lead to the boss, and the door next to it leads to a dead end. After some time, her fracture has already been healed. Then he asks her, "Bella, don't tell me you joined this group just to protect that F-class trash imbecile loser." She says that it is correct, she wants to protect Cirrus. But the guy explains to her that the investigation and bait group only serve for us to discard people. Whoever is in this group is just a waste of resources. The only way they serve is to die on the front lines. She shouldn't do something like that again. But it's alright, he's going to protect her. Cirrus then tells the captain that this is the correct way. And he just tells him, "Alright then, go open the door." Our guy doesn't want it. The captain tells him, "Wait a minute. Are you asking my powerful members to go in and risk themselves?" No answer. Just go and open that door. With that, Cirrus goes to open the door. The guy's already holding the sword there, scared that something's gonna appear. But the captain's stomach ache already started. Our guy opens the door very calmly. Everyone is dying with anticipation. But the guy in red is smelling something strange, huh? Is this smell familiar? It's not human? The captain turns, stop talking nonsense and get running again, or you'll be poisoned too. The leader reaches a wall. The captain says, Cirrus, you knew what the properties of that mushroom were, and that's why you ran, didn't you? But Cirrus tells him, Captain, no, what's the problem with the mushroom? But the captain is holding his pants. One of the members gets a stone for him to sit and rest. Captain, are you tired? You can sit down. But the captain just kicks it. Shut up, I don't need to sit. Then put the sword on the Cirrus' neck saying, if you run again I'll kill you. Our protagonist says, alright captain, I'm not going to run, damn. Then they keep walking. Cirrus is always given the right calls. Oh, don't step here. Huh, there's a big dragon right there next to it. Let's go this way to avoid the creatures altogether. Don't touch anything here. The captain finds it strange because the deeper we go, the less things they need to worry about. And besides that, they haven't seen any monsters yet. Is he really avoiding everything with his deduction skills? No, it's not possible. This guy would be eaten by a D-rank monster at any moment, let alone knowing the whole way. But Cirrus tells them that they were almost at the boss's room. The captain draws his sword saying, if we get to the boss's room, you won't have to be alive anymore. I don't know if it was luck, but yours ended here. The captain notices that on top of Cirrus, there's a pillar, so he activates an aura on the sword, sends a slash up there to hit right on our little guy's head. While it falls, he's thinking, it's just an F-class guy who died to a completely normal dungeon mechanism. But something suddenly appears from there. Cirrus tries to protect himself while everything explodes. Something hits the captain in the chest. A big creature that was inside the pillar faces everyone, while Cirrus ended up on the other side, separated from the group. The captain in shock. If he hadn't blocked it, he would have been dead. Our guy puts his hands on the stone thinking, damn, I'm stuck here. Then he heard a feminine voice saying, I'm a human being here. Oh, here comes another cruel monster girl for sure. The girl tells him that he's disgusting, making me remember the time that I confessed to my crush. And Jesus, this monster girl ain't Alaska but have some big white mountains. Then we see the fight with the teammates against the rock creature that is already releasing a big shout with an evil purple aura. It's a B-rank scorpion puppet. Everyone is trying to keep the formation because this creature is way too powerful for this low-level team. While Bella finds strange that the sword she received is too heavy. Tyr, the blonde guy, orders the defense group to prepare. They grab their shields. Then he calls the archers. The guys are at least organized. A rain of arrows is sent against the monster. Lightning is showering over it, but I don't think it's causing anything to the creature. That just hits the air with a blow that ripped everything off and even sent the arrows back. Tyr is in shock. All the arrows were stopped just with the wind of his blow. Not to mention they didn't even scratch it. The captain, who loves to order a lot and do nothing, says, "What are you standing here for? Go up now. There's no need to be afraid of just one monster." We're back with Cirrus, who's thinking, what was that voice? He sees a little glint in the darkness, and suddenly something attacks him. He dodges it just in time to soon realize it was the tail of some creature that has already jumped on him. He moves aside and gets in the perfect position to punch the creature. Take this one with 3,190 power. Piercing the creature. It seems that all the hard work that he did with the last demon girl was pretty effective. The creature was evaporated, and the voice says, "You destroyed my creature with one punch." But Cirrus is thinking that the elixir to remove this poison from his body is right in the room ahead. He can't waste his time with these meaningless fights. That's when the B-rank female Sada shows up, saying she doesn't mind that he destroyed it because she doesn't want anything touched by a human hand. She was going to use that creature to rip his head off, but now she's gonna take care of that job herself. He sees that is another female monster and tells her, "My head won't come off so easily just with your hands, you're gonna have to use everything you have." But she tells him she won't touch his disgusting body with her hands. That would make her dirty. Then we see that she's controlling the monster on the other side with some lines. She says she'll deal with him first, and then finish off the people outside, already lifting her foot there. Wow, the guy's already bleeding from the nose and all she did was lift her legs. Maybe she found Cirrus' weak point. But there he comes with his speech, saying that protecting humanity is his duty. He's gonna stay here. He's gonna fight even if she tortures him. The system is starting to activate. She rushes to give him a kick, but surprises him by grabbing his neck with her thighs, throwing him to the ground. Cirrus couldn't even react. The system finally locks on her, giving that little aura around that we know that is going to create some confusion in her mind. She's glaring at him from above. She's saying that he underestimates her abilities. The agitation is already at 16%. On the other side, her creature is getting shy and reddish. Tyr, seeing that, thinks his attacks are taking effect. Then Satyr touches Cirrus' face with her lethal weapon, saying he's a human who got this far but now is going to be treated like a dog, torturing his face in a way that could rival some of the cruelest people in this world. She flicks on him very hard, saying she hates it when humans enter her room. Cirrus is thinking that she's too strong, he can't allow this to happen, but now he is powerless against such strength, he needs to finish her off now. Looking at her foot, he gets ready to attack it, and then goes for a lethal blow. Satyr is confused. She asks what he's doing with her foot. He's crazy, but it's already plus 220 agility for our guy. Back on the other side of the fight, the knight was thrown to the ground, and the monster still red-faced. Bella's noticing there was no movement on Cirrus' side. She just hopes that he isn't unconscious. She needs to get him out from under those rocks. Tyr tells her to wait, but she thinks that she really needs to save Cirrus. She rushed, but the creature went to hit her back. She stopped there in a beautiful movement, and when she was about to get hit, Tyr defended. Seeing the rocks, she thinks Cirrus is a guy that never gives up. I'm sure he's okay. Back to the other side, I think the cave is wet because Satyr's foot is wet and slippery. She says this water is disgusting, but our boy gained 340 agility. He almost lost his breath, but finally he freed himself. She's angry, saying she can't believe he dirted her foot like that. Cirrus sees in the system that he can't use his only skill because he doesn't have a weapon to make a cut. If he knew, he would have brought even that broken sword, but since that's the case, he can only use his punch and he's already going for it. But Satyr easily dodges, giving him a nasty look. Now he really took a kick in the face. But you know what he did when he took that hit, right? The legendary popsicle hit. He was thrown far, but he gave her 54% agitation. Satyr started to whisper with herself, wondering what she's thinking. What's going on? She activates her line on the ground. She needs to kill this guy quickly, pulls the line to one side, sends it towards Cirrus. He stares at it, then sidesteps and dodges. After all that intense battle with her, he has enough status to dodge and predict some of her movements. He raises his hand, focusing his mana, and cuts the tail in half. But there's something coming at his face. He took another hit, falling to the ground again. Satyr really likes this move. She says he was caught again this time, and he won't escape. He'll be suffocated by her strong hip flexors and hamstrings. But Cirrus is tired of this. He raises his hand, saying that he's going to show her the power he has in his grip, and then practices his forearm strength with all his might. But suddenly she hits him with a kick. Now she's really stepping hard. She's angry, saying that he should not use his nasty hand to touch her leg. She used the scorpion's tail he broke to lock him in the floor. Now he's screwed. He knows that even stealing status, she's too strong, too much for our boy. She says it's time to crush his head with. Cirrus is gaining stamina, perception, he's gaining magic. While Satyr finds strange, why is it so interesting to walk over him? She says she wants to walk all over his physique. Agitation is at 66%. She activates the lines there on her monster that's also going crazy, already with its legs a little wobbly there. The guy that saw that we're thinking, he's already losing his balance. We're about to win. While Satyr comes with another aggressive blow, stepping on him. Look at the angry face she makes while crushing this poor guy. Belle's still running. Go girl, one day you will arrive, I believe in you. But suddenly the scorpion's tail is coming in front of her. She defended, but it was a hard impact. Tyr sees she was thrown far, and the captain there hasn't done anything but poop so far. Cirrus is telling Satyr to wait, but she has no mercy. She doesn't stop. The pain is intense and the trauma is irreversible. The scorpion's tail this time is heading towards the captain, but he defends, sending the attack to the side that breaks the stone. Seeing that from the captain knew that if he hadn't defended it would have pierced him. In the poor boy's side, agitation is at 95 this time, and the monster is coming for the captain. He wasn't prepared to defend himself, but too late cause there's nothing he can do. The captain defends himself and sees that the creature hesitated in front of him, and takes the opportunity to use his ability. The tiger that runs through the body. A bunch of cuts were done, and he sends the monster back. The group is impressed, while the captain is so strong. My god, one blow and he pushed it back. Meanwhile, the cruelty continues. Man, this is turning into actual torture. Even though before it was fun and games and toes. The captain is approaching, saying he's going to end it, just watch. While Satyr is confused with why she's going crazy. Why is she doing this to this human? She says she needs to calm down. There's something wrong. Her body is heating and her thoughts are getting wild. Cirrus, on the other hand, is saying it's really hard to win over her. She has flexible legs, and moreover he can't find a place to escape. If it continues like this his body won't hold up. So he needs to go for a Saotama level attack. He opens his mouth as if he was about to eat a hamburger after starving for 100 days and goes for a crushing sequence of chewing. What he did not expect was that she would push her cruelty even deeper, telling him that he was saying too much and should just be stuffed in silence, saying, "I don't want to hear that disgusting voice of yours, shut up." That was the moment that Cirrus reached Ultra Extinct, with 160 vitality, plus concentration, plus stamina. The captain is in his fight with the terrible creature. Here we are again. While the poor creature agonizes because of all quote-unquote pain, he defends the blow. He's feeling himself. Everybody says wow, it's the classic captain's move. The big one fell to the ground, while she lifts her foot after a precise blow to our kid. Around the creature everybody's celebrating there. While our boy is gaining another 3000 defense, plus 4000 agility. She's torturing the poor kid, 3200 perception. The captain is confident. I'm very strong. Satyr was enjoying every second when she heard a voice in her mind. Satyr, why are so noisy out there? It's the lords and boss from this place. She backs off from Cirrus. Not even his power made her stay. She's confused and scared. Even for a moment, she forgot the lord's orders. She needs to kill this human quickly. She clenches her fist. I'm going to fix my mistakes. But Satyr gained 10,000 attack power and asked her, are you sure you want to continue this fight? She's confused. His aura looks like the boss aura, the owner of this dungeon. Under such terrible pressure, look how big he is in front of her. Right now she has no chance after all that intense exhaustive fight. So she ran away scared. Cirrus didn't do anything. Just got cruelly stepped on and let her go. When he saw her running away, the thought, am I going to chase her or just forget about it? My goal here is the blood of the demon god. It's not worth spending physical energy on her. Everybody around the captain is praising him. Wow, you're the bravest, invincible. While Bella is running over to the pile of stones, she's going to dig when boom. Look who's here, Cirrus. She asks, are you okay? Are you hurt? But he tells her that he's fine, relax. She grabs his arm. No, I need to take a look, let me see. He tells her again that he's fine, she can chill now. Tyr from far away didn't like that Bella was so worried with Cirrus. Captain raised his arm and gave a speech. Everyone listen. We're going to defeat the boss cause I'll show my strength to you all. Right now the captain's confidence is sky high, saying he's sure that this dungeon is not even D level. If he can win this, he'll be promoted and make a lot of money. Satyr is talking to the boss. Lord, there's a very strong human outside. Strangely, when he arrived, he seemed weak, but his power increased to an unimaginable size. Please be careful. The boss tells her, Satyr, what are my orders? She answered saying, I have to look at the door and not let anyone in. Then he tells her, so what are you doing here? She got lost in her fears, saying that she was stabbed, and then he blew up in power, and she ran without thinking. But the boss tells her that she will be dragged away, saying that he doesn't want to hear any excuses from her. He gave her a slap and sent her flying. She fell in a pile of bodies. She's thinking that she doesn't want to die like that. Will she help our buddy? The Lord is making an offering to a demon there, saying it's finally almost ready. Thousands of humans were used as fuel, and now the demon's blood is finally starting to boil. At that time the door explodes. Is it him? The captain. Lord looks back, asking who dares to enter his room. The captain says, I came to bring fear to your heart, and he's confident. The system shows that in the cauldron is something that can release Cirrus poison. The demon looks at the captain and asks, is this the powerful human Satyr spoke of? Cirrus is only thinking about how he can get that elixir for his curse. The captain and the guys are all cheering, go captain, show him the strength of humans. Cirrus recognizes what's in the middle there. It must be the so-called blood of the demon. The boss made the pentagram, then just raised a finger and attacked the captain, a strong aura that consumed his armor. He was thrown far away. Everyone turned in shock, and he hit the wall. The soldiers were worried. Hey captain, are you okay? While the demon asks, is this the most powerful human Satyr was talking about? She really was a waste. The captain is there, finished and thinking, one blow and I was destroyed. It was lucky that I'm wearing this Dragon S rank armor my brother gave me. Otherwise, I would have died. The guys there come to help him up. Captain, your armor broke? But the captain is confused. What's up with this dungeon? Why are the forces of these beasts so different? It doesn't make sense for me to try to beat this guy. I'm gonna have to use my team to weaken this monster's strength, and then, when he's weakened, I'll act. That's the best course of action. He raises his sword, shouting, everyone follows my lead. Let's go for it. Everyone uses your special abilities. But Tyr says, Captain, If everyone just goes without a plan, we'll suffer many casualties. It's better to use this strategy with the front shield, the captain shouts at him. Are you questioning my judgment? Are you going to disobey my orders? Tyr says that this is not the case. Captain tells him to shut up already. He turns to everyone. Everyone grab your weapons and fearlessly go for it. Everyone rushes toward the boss and the devil says, You bunch of ants, it doesn't matter if you're alive or dead. Your flesh and blood are not even fit for an offering. Everyone's going for it thinking that they have a chance. Now is the time to show him the difference between monsters and humans.